How to train shoulders without using steroids. The first thing you want to get down is the order in which to train shoulders. Don't put the cart in front of the horse. You want strong shoulders before you want aesthetic shoulders. If you're not starting your shoulder days with barbell overhead press, you're making a mistake. And I ain't going back and forth with nobody about it. There are two body parts that you absolutely never want to go in the gym and start working out without doing warm-up sets, and shoulders is one of them. Make sure you warm up before you get going. Today we got a 10-8-6-3 split, and I'm starting out at 100 pounds for 10 reps. Man, if you can do 100 pounds, man, be proud of that. I would say that is pretty strong. I know on the internet, due to all the steroids and testosterone usage, people make it like 100 pounds ain't nothing, but I'm here to tell you that's a respectable amount of weight to be lifting. Here on my second set, I'm doing 120 pounds for 8 reps. And man, again, you've heard me talk about this. When you start to lean out, man, it's not about doing all your sets heavy. It's just about getting that work in. You want to stay strong, so you want to touch what's relatively heavy for you, but you don't want to stay there and start tearing the body up. On the third set here, I'm up to 140 pounds for 6 reps, man. And I want to say, I mean, if you're not to a level of strength with the overhead press where you can kind of pyramid up, just find a set weight that you want to work at and grind there. On to the last set where I'm working at 150 pounds for 3 reps. And again, once you get up to about here, man, you got to have your mind right. 150 pounds is heavy for a standing overhead press. No back brace, no elbow wraps, no wrist wraps, no riff wraps, just grown man strength. On to incline bench where we doing 3 sets here. The first one at 135, the second set at 185, and the third set at 205 pounds for 3 reps. I ain't doing no gatekeeping, so I'm going to pass on some game that I picked up. If you want to improve your strength or the development of your front delts and upper chest, I recommend you do incline bench press on chest day as well as shoulder day, man. So that's some good information to pass on. Give it a try. Incline is one of those lifts that, let's be honest, it gets avoided a lot. It's not easy. Overhead press and incline are two of the more challenging lifts you're going to do in the gym. But if you just commit yourself to them every week, week in and week out, you're going to see some progress. I want to cover that on this phase of the workout, it is a 10-7-3 split. So that gives us a total of 20 reps. And if you combine that with the work we did with the overhead press, that gives us a total of 47 reps of barbell training. On to the last set here at 205 pounds for 3 reps, man. All tap and go, just getting it in and getting it out so I can get on to the next phase of the workout. On to the next phase of the workout where we are doing seated dumbbell shoulder press. Working with the 60s at 3 sets of 12, man. And they felt good. Just going up nice and smooth, man. Getting that blood pumping in them shoulders, man. Y'all know my philosophy with dumbbells, man. It's just about getting those reps in and keeping the intensity high. On to the second set, man. The rest periods here, man, about maybe a minute and a half to 3 minutes max, man. Anything with, 10 to 15 reps, that's going to be considered high volume. You want to make sure you're getting a minute and a half to 3 minutes rest before you go into the next set. Everything's calculated. The goal is to get 12s on every set. So depending on what you're trying to do, that's how you're going to grade it. So what I laid out for this particular workout was to make sure I got all 12s. So I put the rest periods and I picked the weight that would allow me to do that. Make sure you into the details so that you progress and you get through workouts that you lay out. Don't be in there guessing. Ending the workout with rear delt flies. Now this is one of the more underrated cable exercises that you don't see a lot of people doing in the gym. If you start to do them consistently, you'll start to see some knots form on your back just above your triceps. Now, one of the things to note on this is that I do not recommend using a lot of weight. This can be hard on your rotator cuff, and we're not doing this exercise to tear our shoulders up. We're doing this exercise to get blood into those rear delts. So right here, I'm using 7.5. That's all I'm using. This does not require a lot of weight. The focus for this is mind-muscle connection. We trying to get blood into those rear delts, so don't go in the gym and put it on 22 and a half and be in the comments saying, man, I told you to do rear delt flies and you tore your rotator cuff. No, I did not. I told you to use 7.5, maybe 12.5 if you're just feeling like you're super strong. I never personally go that high. I don't feel like it's necessary, so I'm just passing on to you what I do. One of the things that I want you to know that's going to be distinctively different from my channel and other fitness channels is I'm going to try to walk you through the psychology of training, the mindset. Like, I built my body up over the years with patience, focus, and attention to detail, man. There's all kind of information out there on how to work out, but where there is not a lot of information, and what I noticed is in the integrity aspect and in the psychology of working out. A lot of people are crashing out and destroying their bodies, and I just want to help people avoid that. Finishing another workout with a set of pull-ups, man. Be sure to visit our website, goatlevelfitness.com, and get your Team Natty t-shirt and hoodie today. If this video was helpful to you in any way, man, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share it with the people you love. Also, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.